Haleena ma'am, and I will be conducting all your English classes from 9 to 12. Okay, so here in this platform, we are preparing each and every student from the foundation level so that they can crack NEET, JEE as well as CUET because uh, competition is coming on and a lot of entrance exams are included in the system so that only the students who have the potential come up and grow and gradually grow high. Okay, so this is my first class, as you know. So in this class we will be doing the chapter number 2, Sound of Music. Now see, in your class 9 book, Sound of Music have two parts, part 1 and part 2. In today's class, we will be discussing part 1 of the Sound of Music. Okay, so hope you will enjoy the session, and if you are going to like the session, please like, share and subscribe our channel. Okay. Sorry, I have some cough issues. So this chapter is about this part is actually the first part is about Evelyn Glennie, and Evelyn Glennie is the famous soloist, we can say, and the famous multiple percussionist. Okay, now this is her picture, as you can see, and she is still living, and she has a lot of awards to her name. Sorry for the inconvenience due to my cough. Okay, now from this chapter we will be discussing the important points. Okay, and along with the important points we will be also discussing the difficult words, their meanings. We will also do a few RTC, we can say reference to the context, where a specific quotation will be given in your exams. As you all know, till 8 you have given. So we will be discussing the difficult words, question answers, and RTC, because these are the important things that we should know what is important and which is specifically important for you from the point of view of the exam. Okay, so who is Evelyn Glennie? From the introduction, from the line, actually the introduction of the chapter, we can say introduces us to Evelyn Glennie. Okay, okay, so introduces Evelyn Glennie as she's waiting in a railway platform and she's under the age of 17, we can say 16 plus. Okay, so in the first point you can see the points clearly, I hope so. So Evelyn Glennie, a girl from Scottish farm, she belongs to a Scottish farm, that is a country area, and she was profoundly deaf. Okay, she was profoundly deaf. Okay, she was waiting in an underground train platform for a train to move from one place to another, and She had spent 3 years in the prestigious Royal Academy of Music, London. So you can assume here that what is her potential, what was her potential, and what is her potential till now. And because of this, because of her potential, she got a lot of awards and fellowship in order to pursue the course in the Royal Academy of Music in London. Okay, now she got the highest marks when at that point of time also a person, if he wants to enroll into a university or institute, he or she has to go through an entrance test. Okay, so going through, after giving the entrance test, her marks was record breaking because no one till date at that point of time had secured that much of marks in the literature, in the history of music under Royal Academy of Music, London. And after that, she moved on gradually and she received lot of laurels. Okay, laurels means awards, prestigious awards, nominees, and she was elected for various performances, and she was given a highest position in the music world. Okay, so these are the important points which you can jot down in your rough copies. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Okay, in the next slide, we know that her loss of hearing, how she began to lose her hearing ability was gradual, and that started from 8 years. Okay, when she was eight 8 years old. And yes, and till she reached the age of 11, everything deteriorated. Okay, deteriorated means it moved to a level where it was not being able to refurbish, or we can say uh, it can be uh, medicated, or it can be brought back. Okay, so she was given some hearing aids by doctors and physicians, and her parents were very much disappointed with that, especially her mother. And in this chapter, we don't get any reference to her father, but we come to know that her mother noticed and observed that Evelyn was trying to conceal her deafness. Okay, so because she was not normal and because she was deaf, her school authority or the principal of the school asked her to leave only because she was deaf. And in that point of time, you can just assume that she was sent to a deaf school. And hopefully, there was a deaf school. And because of that, she could pursue her studies along with her determination for music. Because for her, music was life. And she was determined to make music her life. So it was pretty clear for her that she has to do something with music, and she has to become the best, or she has to be in the top level. Okay, be clear with her determination, and you can just apply her determination and get inspired, because being a small girl, that too below the age of 17, she was able to take this strict decision in her life that she will pursue her studies in music, and she will go through this throughout her lifetime. That means her aim was clear at the other side. And what she has to do to reach that aim, that too was also clear. And when you know that your aim is clear and your path is also sure and certain, then you will definitely reach your aim. Yes, your destination. After that, yes, we come to know that she managed to conceal. And this was said by her mother. And this was known, this was observed by her mother when one day in her normal school where she was studying, her name was, oh wait, let me check something. Okay. When her mother was the, actually mothers are the one who observe their child very patiently, and mothers are the one who observe their child or children in a very specific manner. Yes. So her mother was also observing her for a few days, and when one day in her school her name was called repeatedly by her teachers that Evelyn, it's your turn to come and play the piano. Yes, but she didn't move. She was stand still, and she didn't move as if she has not heard her name being called. And at that point, instantly her mother came to know that Evelyn has totally deteriorated, or she is impaired, and she is hearing ability, her hearing ability is lost. Yes. So it was a very depressing situation for her mother, because when her mother uh, asked Evelyn, Evelyn answered this. So this is one of the important line. This is in quotation. I'm giving here star because it may be asked as a RTC question in your exams. Yes. Okay. And what is the line? Everything suddenly looked black. Looked black, we can assume that she had lost her sight, but looked black because she can't hear. In that sense, Evelyn was trying to speak her emotions and her feelings, and this was very important. This is actually an important, we can say, depressing stage for a small girl, for a small child actually, to accept the truth that she had totally lost her hearing ability. But she still was determined towards her career, towards her aim, and towards her destination. And this determination, this daunting ability, her daunting ability to go through this passage enabled her to pursue her career towards her goal. Okay. So, after that, what we know is, let's move on to the next slide. One day, when she was a girl, she saw a girl playing the xylophone. She was also excited to play. Sorry. One day, when she saw a girl playing a xylophone, Evelyn became very excited actually, and she thought of playing the xylophone. But some of the teachers, some of the people around there in that platform refused, denied, and uh, said her not to play the xylophone. But Evelyn had the capacity and she had the ability to feel music. And at that point of time, what happened? This name is very important. Percussionist Ron Forbes. Ron Forbes is important because this is the man who encouraged and inspired Evelyn to pursue her career in music. Yes. So it is one of the, we can say, Ron Forbes' contribution towards Evelyn's growth as a multi percussionist later on, gradually. Yes. So Ron Forbes was the one who encouraged her because Ron Forbes observed and noticed that Evelyn had some specific potential towards music and she was able to feel music into her entire body. Okay, so Ron Forbes actually input and instilled, we can say, into Evelyn that we can also feel music with our body with the help of the vibrations and the platform on which we are playing music. Yes. So it's totally a miracle for her that her body is also trying to accept music from the environment because everything is in her brain, and when brain is working towards music, her mind, body, feelings and her sense organs all coordinates to feel music. Yes, such a beautiful, we can say, uh, innovation into one's creativity. So, if you have the potential, we need to find in which we have some kind of specific ability. Okay. After that, we know that Ron Forbes asked her to feel and sense music in other ways. And because she was determined to make music her life, she opened herself. She opened up her entire body. Okay? She was determined to make music her life. And that's why we can say that she opened her mind and body to sounds and vibrations. Okay? So we can say, opened her entire body to feel music as well as to sense music with the help of sounds and vibrations around her environment or surrounding. Okay, so let's move on to the next. Hope this is clear, and if you want, you can jot it down. Okay, let's move. Then, till she reaches the age of 16, she had toured entire UK with a youth orchestra. Okay, so she was able to tour from one place to another because she joined an orchestra, and at the minimal age of 16, she had almost toured the famous places of UK. And gradually, what happened is that she started to perform solo. So, why solo? Because when one is playing in an orchestra, we can say, so playing in an orchestra is doing a group work where she is not being able to qualify her individual name, or we can say identity. And when you work in a group, it's pretty clear that you have to be a part of the group and work for the entire group. You cannot uh, do what you want or play whichever instrument you want. So gradually came out from the orchestra group and she started to perform solo. Okay? And later on, she was gradually, as time was passing, she became world's most sought multi percussionist. Okay, so when we know that she became the most sought multi percussionist, she gradually mastered over 1,000 musical instruments. Okay, and no, not a single instrument was left, any musical instrument was left for her to be played, because she was able to play the musical instrument with an art, with a glamour, because she was she had actually mastered over the musical instrument within a very very short span of time. Okay, so when she came to solo performances and she was recognized, her name and fame was sure and certain. So we know that she became world's multi percussionist, and gradually she received a lot of awards and nominees, and she excelled in every genre of music. And gradually, because she was having this kind of because she mastered everything, she has to work hard. Yes, so working hard is important, because it is one of the part of determination. If you don't work hard, you won't be able to reach your aim or your destination. Yes, so because she was working hard, she had hardly any time left for dealing into any other things. And so we can say that she had a hectic schedule in her life, that too from a very early age. Okay, so after that, hope this is clear. Then what she said is, men with bushy beards gave her trouble. Why? Because bushy beards, mustache, yes, mm, we can say mustache and beard is something which covers this part of a man's face. And when we speak, our mouths and lips used to move. And for a deaf person, it is very important that he or she should be able to see the lip sync. Yes, and when one can clearly see the lip sync, only then he can assume, or he can be certain what the other person is talking about. Yes, but here she clearly said that men with bushy beards, yes, bushy beards along with the mustache is very, very disturbing for her. Okay. Then, in this gradual process of, we can say, gradually developing from an from a level, from a grassroots level to the topmost level is very important, because hard work is the only key to success. Yes, we know everyone. So, in this process, along with her Scottish accent, she also came to know, or she understood clearly, two more languages, that is French and Japanese. Now, children, what happens is, when you are uh, going through a chapter, be very specific with the minute details given in the chapter itself, because nothing will come out of the chapter. Each and every detail, or we can say very short and precise information given in the chapter, is important for your exams and for your knowledge and information. So I have added that she knew two more languages, and that is French and Japanese. Okay, so after that, she even admitted that music pours in through every part of her body. Now, what happens is, when you can say that music pours in through every part of her body, that means her entire body sorry, can feel music, sense music in and around her. Okay, hope till here everything is clear. I will continue this class at 5 o'clock again. Be sure that you all be present after half an hour, and we will continue the class. Okay, thank you for being with us throughout the session.